All right, by now you have no problem writing equations out for parabolas, for linear functions, all of that good stuff, but now you're given circles on a graph and your teachers are expecting you to write an equation for it. So how do we do that? Just like we would any other, we got standard form for a circle, just like we would for a linear function, just like we would for a quadratic. We have our standard form of writing equations out. So this is your standard form of a circle, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Now, r is representing our radius of the circle, our center point of the circle, so the very center of that circle is hk. So whatever that coordinate is, h and k, your x and your y value, those pieces of information are gonna go right here, and then you'll need to square your radius. So what I have here is a circle on a graph for you. So what we need to find is those two important pieces of information. First of which is, what is our center? So let's just find the center of this graph. We can list it out. Our center is at 6, 4. 6 over, 4 up. So our x value is a 6, y value is a 4. I'm gonna write that down. We're gonna use those pieces of information, plug them into our standard form of a circle's equation. Okay, next thing we need to know is, what is our radius? So the radius of a circle is from the center to the edge. So if we look here, our center is right here at 6, 4. We just talked about that. And then if I go over 1, 2, 3, 4 places, I end up at 10. So I'm going from 6 to 10. That means my radius here is a distance of 4. So I'm going to list that out. My radius is 4 units. So now that I have my radius and my center, all I got to do is plug the information into the standard form of a circle, and I'll have the equation I'm looking for. So we're not replacing x, we're not replacing y. We need to keep those x and y, but we do need to replace h and k with our center point. Our center point being 6 and 4. So 6 is my h, 4 is my k. So I'm just going to put a 6 here and a 4 there. So here we go. X minus, put the information in, 6, make sure to square it, plus y minus k, my k is my y value for the center, 4, don't forget to square it, is equal to radius squared. We found the radius to be a distance of 4 units, so I need to take 4 and square it. So one thing I can clean up here is 4 squared can turn into a 16. So my final answer is going to be x minus 6 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 16. This here is our equation for the given circle. So once you figure that out, how to write equations from a picture, then I could give you an equation and you could go and you can graph it. So that's what my next video will be about, how to take an equation and graph the circle on a coordinate grid. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. Remember, just memorize these forms. This one's actually not all that tricky. It looks chaotic when you first see it, but what we're actually being asked to do is just plug information in once we find it on the graph. Hopefully this makes sense. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.